All right, welcome back everyone. My name is Pratesh here with Kaizen Crypto, bringing you guys another video. Here today we're going to be taking a look at Ethereum Classic, so another altcoin video for you guys today. If you guys are interested in that type of content, be sure to smash that like button for me. And if you would like to stick around for future videos like this, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I post cryptocurrency videos almost on a daily basis. So if you'd like to get notified when I drop a new video, click that notification bell down next to the subscribe button. That way you can know as soon as I post a new video. But for this video, we're going to be looking at Ethereum Classic. To start things off, I've got a really cool graphic for you. So this is actually a silver coin. This is from somebody in the community, just a fan, and they've kind of created this design. I just like to give them a big shout out. I did drop a like here. So this is definitely something that I enjoy. You can see that they've got a little crest right in here, right in the center. This is 24 karat gold plated on top of 999 fine silver. So I just thought you guys would enjoy the design. I really do like that. So what we're going to be looking at here today, just going to be talking about what is Ethereum Classic. I know a lot of you guys have noticed that the price of Ethereum Classic has had a nice little pump over the past few days. So many people are curious as to what is causing the price pump. Now, this article that I have for you here, this is a brief explanation of what is, in essence, Ethereum Classic and what makes it different from Ethereum. So I'm going to leave the link to this article down in the description below. So if you wanted to check it out, just go ahead and check out that link down in the description. But just to give you guys a little bit of background, so Ethereum Classic is actually the OG Ethereum. So what had happened was something called the DAO hack. Now a DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. And this was back in the early days of Ethereum. So essentially what had happened was there was a group of miners, a pool of miners who were able to gain 51% of the hash power of the network, and this caused Ethereum to be in a situation where they had to fork the blockchain. So that is why we have Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. Now Ethereum Classic is the OG Ethereum, and Ethereum, the current Ethereum, is the newer Ethereum. So what we're looking at here, Ethereum Classic in layman's terms. So I'm just going to read to you just to kind of give you a brief overview what exactly this is. So Ethereum Classic is a computing system like your PC or a remote service such as Google. In either case, you are using the apps or programs, the information and computing power of your local device or remote service. For example, if you're using the Excel app installed on your computer to manage local spreadsheets, you are using a program plus data plus the processing power in your device. So if you're using Google Sheets to work on sheets in your Google Drive, you are using a program plus data plus the processor in remote machines that belong to Google. So the difference with Ethereum Classic is not the device or the machines at Google. So Ethereum Classic is a network of thousands of computers around the world that are in permanent connection and work in parallel on the same programs plus data in a monolithic way as if they were a single processor at home or at Google. Because all the machines in the Ethereum Classic network behave as a single computing device, they provide a similar service as your PC or a remote computing platform. However, the other difference from ETC and your personal device or big tech platforms is that it is very expensive and much slower. This is because its design makes a calculated trade-off between performance and security. In other words, Ethereum Classic is very inefficient but highly secure. In fact, much more secure than your devices or online services. Okay, so this goes on to talk more about the token economics of Ethereum Classic, talking more about the applications built upon the blockchain. You got the virtual machine. So I would recommend you guys check this out. This is packed full of information regarding Ethereum Classic. I'm not going to bore you too much with all the fine details, but in this video, in essence, I just wanted to give you more of an explanation as to why the price has pumped as it has. So there are several things that may have caused this. I've got an article pulled up here. This is from Cointelegraph. I'm also going to link this down in the description below. So Ethereum Classic is up almost 40% this week. So a lot of people are wondering, what's causing this price surge all of a sudden? So there are a few points here just wanted to mention to you. So the Atlantis fork is going to be happening next month. So it's a hard fork for the Ethereum Classic blockchain. Essentially what it is, it's considered to be a no rush update that will ensure the compatibility of Ethereum Classic with Ethereum, making it easier to collaborate with sibling blockchains. The team also intends to improve the functionality and stability of Ethereum Classic, which is especially relevant as the network has experienced a 51% attack in January. So touching on that note, I actually did a little bit of digging just to get some more information from that recent event. So January was at the beginning of this year, so it's really not too far away from where we are now, and we can see that, you know, just from what I read to you in the earlier article, that they had a trade-off between security and functionality, whereas we can see that this blockchain has been 51% attacked in the past multiple times. So take from that what you will. This is not investment advice. I'm just trying to give you guys my thoughts behind the project, and you know, hopefully you do find some value from it. Now I searched online, and this, because you guys know, I'm sure those of you who are following the money right now, you know that institutions are getting prepared for cryptocurrency, right? We've got Bakkt coming next month. So Grayscale is actually one of the biggest institutional players with cryptocurrency. And Grayscale actually offers a Ethereum Classic trust to their clients. So this is the news that they had reported in the wake of that 51% attack. So the key point here is the greatest risk that poses to the integrity of the Ethereum Classic network, as people may be less inclined to accept ETC given the increased double spend risk. However, the coins within the Ethereum Classic Trust are not at a direct risk of theft or double spending. So this is what the news was back here in January. So this is at the beginning of this year, once this 51% attack took place. So take from this what you will. You know, I'm just trying to give you guys perspective as to what to look for with the Ethereum Classic blockchain. So, you know, this was something that happened pretty recently. It was a 51% attack. And, you know, that essentially means that 51% of the hash power was controlled by a single entity or a group of entities that could potentially cause a double spend. All right, so now that we've got that out of the way, moving on here, North Block Capital joins Ethereum Classic Labs Studio program. So yesterday, the London-based token investment group North Block Capital also joined the studio program of blockchain developers organization Ethereum Classic Labs. All right, so it seems as if they are bringing on development potential here with that partnership. They're also expanding further into Asia. So Blockstack's PBC CEO and co-founder commented on the appeal of entering the Asian market, saying that Asian countries have arguably the most significant penetration for both crypto users and developers. I highly agree with that. You guys know that places like Japan, South Korea, China, I mean, these guys are cranking out cryptocurrency regulations, and the projects are developing at a rapid pace in those areas of the world. So I completely agree why they would find that important. And the last little bit here is the Ethereum Classic Summit is coming up here in October. So we're about a couple months away from that. The annual Ethereum Classic Summit event is scheduled for October 3rd in Vancouver. And it is not unusual for cryptocurrencies to rise in price in the run-up to an industry event or conference. So in this case, it's a classic buy the rumor, sell the news type of deal, according to this article. Now, I do hope you guys found some value from this video. I'm not going to give you guys any type of investment advice with any of these altcoin videos. I enjoy talking about cryptocurrency projects, and I'm not particular to any one of these. So if you're invested in Ethereum Classic, you know, that's great. That's awesome. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. So hopefully you guys are able to just take from this what you will and make the best decisions possible for you and your family. All right, you guys. Well, that is pretty much what I have for you here in this video. I would love to know your guys' thoughts on this video, on past videos. If you have a suggestion for future videos, let me know down in the comments section. I would love to hear from you guys. All right, well, let me know what you guys think. Until next time, take care.